Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adobe. How you doing? Hope you're doing great and hope you're staying safe. So this video is going to be a rant video basically. It's just going to be a rant about Nigeria and how tired and sick I am of this country. Like I was trying so hard to see if I could drop some hope and some strength on Nigeria, but right now I'm sorry, like it's draining. Every day you just have to gather up one strength from somewhere. I don't know where this strength even comes from most times as Nigerians. They only tell you, we only console ourselves with, oh, to get better one day, just keep pushing to get better one day. Meanwhile, your mental health is at stake. Your mental health is seriously at stake. Everybody is saying, don't worry, you pull through, you pull through. But it's not even getting better. That's even the worst case. Nothing is getting better in this country. Rather, it's going worse. Well, this rant is all about the SARS. That is just what I want to talk about. So SARS protest started sometime last year. The SARS thing has been going on, but it just blew up last year, 2020. Basically, what this SARS is all about is stopping police brutality. The youths are being brutalized by the police officers, and this happens mostly in the southern part of Nigeria. You hardly hear of such in the northern part of Nigeria, of the police brutality in the northern part of Nigeria. And I don't know why it's that way, because I know it's the same constitution that governs, or the same law that governs the north, the police in the north, the same that governs the police in the south. So I don't know why it's different or why they act differently in the south. So last year the youths came out and were protesting against police brutality. Police sees you on the road or wherever, and they realize that you're holding expensive gadgets, or you're driving an expensive car, or even by your looks alone. Sometimes again, they just have no excuse. They just arrest you and give you one bill or the other to pay for no just cause. Not like you've done anything wrong. They just go ahead and bill you for one thing or the other. So most youths came out protesting about that in most states of Nigeria, in most southern states of Nigeria. Most youths came out to protest. Okay, 20th of October 2020, that was when everything went south. Most times in Lagos, people protest at the Lekki toll gates. And Lekki toll gates, as the name implies, toll gates, you have to pay some money before you can go in and all of that. So more like business activities were halted because of that protest that held at that Lekki toll gate. The president came out a few days before that 20th October to address the nation, saying the youth should put an end to the whole protest and all of that. Why should the youth put an end to the whole protesting when you are saying, okay, you look into what our demands are, but as at 2 days, or I think 2 days later, there was nothing. This is not the first time the president or the presidency or the federal government has given us has told us that, okay, we're going to do something about the SARS. At the end of the day, nothing happens. They've changed the name of the SARS from one name or the other, SARS to federal FSARS. The thing is, they just go ahead changing names, but when you change, it's just like you said, you want to change my name. You've changed my name, but have you changed the content? You just go ahead, change the name, and then the content still remains the same. So how has things changed? Nothing has really changed. So 20th October 2020, we don't know who, but it's obvious it's the Nigerian army. Protesters were still there at the Lekki toll gate, and then the Nigerian army, which they are actually, first and foremost, said, okay, let me, I think I'm jumping too fast. So protesters were at the Lekki toll gate. This is like some days after the president had addressed the nation about the whole SARS thing. And later on, we saw and we heard gunshots at the Lekki toll gate. Nigerian army were at the Lekki toll gate shooting live bullets on protesters that had no weapon on them, protesters that didn't even have a stone on them, protesters that didn't even have a knife. I'm not trying to say, I don't want to start calling guns, because when you talk about gun, that means you came for war. I'm talking about minor weapons you can use to like protect yourself. They had none of that. They had no stone on them. They had nothing on them. All they had on them was their flags and singing solidarity song. That was all the Nigerian youth had on them at that Lekki toll gate. And then the Nigerian army came in and shot at them. killed some people, which they are denying till date. And I wonder why people will still come out and say, oh, that nobody died from that Lekki toll gate. Meanwhile, when the shooting was going on, there was a live Instagram live that was going on there. We even saw someone die on that Instagram live, and then people came out to say, oh, nobody died from that shooting. Okay, why would you even shoot a live bullet on people that are unarmed? Why would you even do that? What are you trying to gain? Okay, when you shoot live bullets, what do you expect? You now claim, okay, you were shooting live bullets into the air, but we saw videos of you shooting directly at these protesters. Okay. And the thing is, from what those at the Lekki toll gate said, they said anybody that died from that shooting, they took the bodies of those that died from that shooting. Okay. We after that day, most protesters had to go home, because after that is quite a trauma for you to go through and say, okay, you want to continue the protest. So most protesters that were there were traumatized and they left, and that was how the protest came to an end. So that Lekki toll gate right now, as at then till date, have not been officially opened for commercial activity. So cars just go in without fees being paid at the toll gate. So there was there've been panels that have been set in so many states to look at the situation of the SARS and all of that, but we all know that panel never, as in, like, very few of them sat, and when they even sat, it didn't. We can't really say this is what happened. There was even a particular state where they said the panels were paid some certain amount of money and they turned it down and all of that. So for Lagos, I'm going to concentrate more on Lagos State. So a panel was set in Lagos because that is where most things happen. And after, I think I digress. After this whole shooting at Lekki toll gate, Lagos went wild, haywire. Talks came, and in short, Lagos State was just a mess. Now a panel was set. What's up with the panel? Who were the members of the panel and all of that? So as of last week, there was supposed to be a tiebreaker between, okay, if to open the Lagos toll gates for commercial activities or not. And for some weird reason, there's this particular guy who they call him Sega, whom most people actually call on when police arrest them. That's before the NSAS protest started fully. So you call on him and he maybe makes 1 or 2 calls and you get released and all of that. If police takes money from you, he makes 1 or 2 calls and your money is given back to you. So this particular guy, Sega, and others were actually on the panel. So even before, while this protest was going on, there were just speculations here and there that the Sega guy was working for the government. I was like, well, okay, no problem. I was just cool with it. So now that the panel has been formed and this guy now is in the panel, what's next? We are thinking, share you're for the youths, or you're for the youths. What's up? And it just came to everybody's notice that this particular guy in question actually voted that that toll gate be opened for commercial activities. I don't know his reasons for doing that, but that is his problem. If that is what he wants, that's his problem. It's not, one person cannot rule over Nigeria forever, or one person cannot decide the fate of Nigerian youth, right? We allowed that go. So today, now, protesters, because the toll gate was supposed to be open today, I think, for commercial activities, and now most youths are like, you can't open this toll gate for commercial activities. One, investigations have not been concluded on the shooting that happened on that toll gate, first and foremost, because once commercial activities start fully, every evidence that will be needed for this investigation might be ruined or something, and all of that. So most protesters came out today and they were like, okay, even before today, so as at yesterday, we saw series and series of police officers at the Lekki toll gate. And I'm wondering, what are you guys doing there? Who sent you guys there? Because the youth came out and said, okay, there will be a protest today at the Lekki toll gate. Then you now send in truckloads of police officers to go at the Lekki toll gate. Meanwhile, when Lagos was burning, when Lagos was on chaos in last year, when the touts were attacking everywhere, no police officer was found. People went into people's shops, raided people's shops. Meanwhile, no police officers was seen anywhere. Now the youth have come out and said, okay, we want to protest. They are protesting peacefully, and then a day to that day, you now send in trucks of police officers to do what? To kill us again. like to kill us again, because we want to fight for our rights, because we want to say no to the torment people are causing us, they are giving to us. Like, why are we so, why is the federal government bent on killing us? Why are they bent on trying to swallow us up? Like, what have we really done? We are not coming after your seat. We are not coming after your position. We don't even want it. All we just said is give us good life. Stop police brutality. Is that too much to ask? Like, is that really too much to ask? You're now sending trucks of police officers to come and kill us again. Today, the D-Day for the protest now comes. And some protesters, God bless all the protesters that went out there, even after seeing all that they did, the government did, to try and actually kill our morale. God bless all of you that still went out there. So some protesters now went to the Lekki toll gate, and as I heard now, there's this guy, Mr. Macroni. He's a comedian. He has been arrested. Arrested for what? From what is being said online, he only came to see what's happening with the protesters, and they picked him up. Why are you picking him up? What offense did he do? What offense has he committed? Is protest not constitutional right of every Nigerian? The worst thing is that this particular government, the current government that is sitting right now, during other people's administration, they protested, but now their own regime, they are refusing people from protesting. Why? Why is that now a big deal? You did this during other people's time. You protested and nobody arrested you, nobody even charged you. But now we are coming out to protest. Why are you now sending vans and vans of police officers to come and kill us? Are we with guns? We're not with guns. What did we do? Why are you now arresting us? Is what I don't really get. So many youths now are being arrested today because they came out to protest peacefully. Like, what crime have we done being Nigerians? Meanwhile, in that same Lagos state, there are certain places that are being attacked by thugs. There are certain places that are being attacked by thieves. Yet, the state government of police of Lagos State will not send police officers there, but they will rather send the whole police officers in Lagos State to Lekki toll gate. See, I don't know, I don't know what is really going on, but I feel the government can do better. I don't think we deserve all of this because it doesn't make sense. We've not done anything illegal, and the police officers that are even doing this, that are even coming out, yes, I know they are your bosses, they pay your whatever and all of that, but we are the taxpayers, we're the ones paying your taxes, our taxes, and that means if we don't pay our taxes, you can't be paid. We are doing this because we want to fight for you. We want you people to have a good living. We want people to have a good place to stay. All we are after is having a good welfare package. So why can't you just come out and say, okay, oh, yes, we understand your plight, we understand all you're going through, and then try to sit, like, talk one-on-one with protesters? Why are you doing all of this? See, I think I'll just end this video here. But the government can do better. That is all I have to say. The government can do better. The world is watching. It's watching everything that we do in this country. We have not done anything wrong. We have not taken arms on the street. We've not done any of that. Meanwhile, the insecurity situation in Nigeria is on the increase on a daily basis. Yet, the military is not sent. They've not sent the military to do anything. But youths will go out there to protest peacefully. And then you send arms, you send vans of police officers, of armies on us. It's not it's not a problem. God is watching, the world is watching. I know that justice will be served. Maybe not today, maybe not in our generation, but one day it will be served. Thank you. Hope you did enjoy this video. Have yourself a lovely day. Bye.